Sunday. And why not? It's important that you come and support women's cricket. Sri Lanka are doing well at this level. They're starting to do well. They've reached the final after 2009, comprising of 3 teams, a minimum. So that's a massive achievement as far as this team is concerned. Good to see that Romesh Ratnayaka and co are working really hard behind the scenes. So much that goes into it. Sweep behind square leg. That's 4. You speak a lot about the players when they perform, but the forgotten group are the backroom staff, the support staff that gets rarely mentioned.
A poor delivery down the leg side, almost becomes a free hit with the LBW is out of the equation, pitching outside the leg stump. The deep square leg fielder was quite square. Boundary early on in the over straight away puts the bowler in a negative mindset. Much straighter. Pushing it through Sugandhika Kumari, that has been her strength. Not comfortable bowling a little bit slower, just how Inoka Ranavira does. Comes with experience as well. Beautifully played, nice high elbow for a single towards long on.
She had a good return against India in the previous game, 3 for 44. Lots of experience for her. She's been all right into a 5th over, going at less than 5 runs an over. Team rate of scoring is 5.1. Sugandhika going at less than that. Left-hander on strike.
Close to be a wide. Umpire is happy. Smriti Mandana. Left hand wanted a wide. Touch and go. On this occasion, benefit of the doubt goes to the bowler, and I think the umpire was right. Good dish. Short width in the gap. Not much timing. But certainly just a single. That's good fielding. 2 fielders converging and making sure just a single was given away. 142 for 1. Current run rate of 5.07 in the last 4 overs, 33 runs. Just more than 8 runs per over being scored. India would love to keep that consistency going forward. Try and reach the 35th over around a score of 180, I would say, from the Indian coach. Message out, and the last 15 overs and get 9 runs, 8 runs per over and get to that 300 mark. Atapattu just gave 3 runs away in her last over. Continues. Pushing it through, not comfortable giving air, just what she did in the last over, isn't it? And I think that's the way forward, especially with Mandana. Quicker, slightly short, skidding on to the batter.
I think what Sri Lanka needs to do is they need to rest control, at least by building dots, pushing that rate of scoring back under 5 runs and over to start with. Wickets will always be a bonus, and you do that, you might induce a few false shots from the Indian batters. And also it's a good time to try and do it. Mandana closing in on 100. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky on the part of the bowler, because that wasn't a bad delivery at all, and Deol gets a boundary.
Not too sure about the field setting though. A massive gap at third man. Short third man was very square. And the line what Chamari Atapattu is bowling, you're playing with risk. The other reason is the pace what she bowls at. I thought Harleen Deol wants to get square, but not that fine though. Under edge, India will not care how it comes as long as it comes. Field remains the same. Third man, quite square. Slower, beautifully played. Sweeper cover is inside the circle, but the timing wasn't great. But definitely Chamari Atapattu's line got to be straighter. When you you have 3 fielders in the leg side, framing the boundary, that's not the line to bowl.
Yeah, you expected to bowl wicket to wicket. You're expected to bowl straight. Don't bowl wide. Actually, she's lucky that Diol didn't get hold of it. That was 4. There were no fielders behind that ring on the offside, those 3 fielders. So she's got to be careful with her line. Again, lucky. Diol will be very, very annoyed with herself that she couldn't put it away.
Change the field. Long off comes to the circle. Now Sweepakov drops back. No timing, no placement by Diol. It's been a struggle for Harleen Diol under the circumstances. Taken 36 deliveries to score 25, whereas Mandana on the other end just screaming everything. 29th over comes to an end and India's 150 comes up, just losing 1 wicket. Contribution of 26 only by Harleen Diol, and understandably Smriti Mandana. Bulk of the runs being scored by the batter who has been batting so well. Certainly she has saved the best for the last, the highest score in this competition. I just hope that the Sri Lankans have got their tactics right, especially against Harleen Diol. Sugandhika will continue the left arm spinner. Beautifully played in the gap. It was 2 full. Valiant attempt by the extra cover fielder, just not good enough. And again, a new over, first ball goes to a boundary.
See, India has done that quite regularly, haven't they? They have managed to immediately start pressure, at least transfer pressure to the bowler with that kind of approach. Boundary of the first ball, pushes the bowler back. Now deep extra cover on the boundary. Mid-off still inside the circle. Now what would be Diol's approach for the next 5 deliveries? Singles, which he look to get more boundaries? I would think singles at least.
A good batting. Boundary followed by a single. I think when it comes to the areas, Harleen Diol will play the ball on its merit. Smriti Mandana will enjoy being that natural flowing batter. Maybe one reason she's slowing down because she's nearing 100. And this is where Sri Lanka can capitalize a little bit, try and squeeze in some dot deliveries, especially against Mandana. Giving herself room, but no timing. Bottom of the bat.
Well, I've been told that India have managed to hit a boundary of the first ball of an over 5 times so far. So obviously they know what they're doing. They got a good plan that has been worked out. Well, it's a Mother's Day, Maha. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. But I believe for us, every day is a Mother's Day and a Father's Day. It's so important that you honor your parents, not just one day a year, but every day. So to me, personally, every day is a Mother's Day for me. But a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers celebrating.
Rushing through the over, Sugandhika Kumari. Back-to-back dot deliveries to end the 30th over. India 156 for 1.